Welcome to another episode of Cooking in Quarantine. Now this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to make something that you can have for lunch, you can have for dinner with the kids. Again, the kids can get involved in making this. It's tortilla wraps. So for the actual tortilla wraps, these are the ingredients that you're going to use. It's 2 cups of flour. I've already added 3 tablespoons of oil. You need about 3/4 cup of water and half a teaspoon of salt. So what you're going to do is you put all those ingredients together, you put the salt in with the flour, you've got your oil, you use the water, and you just knead the dough. This amount should make you 8 average sized wraps. Obviously, if you want them a bit bigger, you're going to get less of a yield from this amount. So just knead away, knead away, knead away. Remember, don't put in all your water. You're just putting in a little bit at a time until it forms a solid dough. Okay, you don't want the dough to be too wet. So if it gets a bit wet, just add a little bit more flour to it, just to dry it up a bit. Right, okay. So you can see this has been kneaded. Now what you're going to do is you're going to leave it to rest. Now I've used plain flour, I've used wholemeal flour. In these days of lockdown, it might be a bit difficult to get hold of just normal plain flour. So chapati flour, if you've got it at home, will do. So while the dough that you've kneaded is resting, leave it for about 10 minutes-ish before you start rolling it out and making tortilla wraps. I'm going to quickly tell you what we need for the filling and start preparing, chopping and cutting it now. So while the dough is resting, leave it for about 10-15 minutes or so. That gives you time to go away and do some other things. So the tortillas have been made. I'm going to put those to one side. We're going to make a start on the filling. So the ingredients that we're going to use for the filling: bell pepper, shimla mirch, capsicum, whatever you call it. I'm using yellow. Tomatoes, a red onion, a white onion, a carrot, some lettuce, and I'm using some crumbled up paneer. You can use any cheese that you want. Right, okay, so it's been resting for about 10-15 minutes-ish. I've floured a rolling pin and a board, and now I'm going to take the dough and I'm going to roll it out into the wraps. So, taking a little piece off, roll it into a ball, put it on here, press it down a little bit, and roll it out. Roll it out flat, big, wide. You want to make it really, really big. Right, okay. So as you can see, I've rolled this out. You want to make it nice and thin. Complete circle as well. Everyone says I can't make a chapati. There you go. What you do now is you put that on a hot griddle pan, tawa. If you haven't got a tawa, just a frying pan will do, and cook both sides. I've turned the hot plate on. As you can see, you need to get it really, really hot before you start making your wraps. So now you just put it on your hot plate like that. Cook one side, and then you're going to need to turn it and cook the other side. So I flipped it over and let it cook both sides. So for the filling, what I've done is I've grated a carrot, I've chopped one pepper into strips, I've shredded and chopped up the lettuce, the red onion I've chopped as well into little bits. What I'm going to do with the tomatoes, the white onion, and I'm adding a little bit of green chilli in there to give it a bit of a kick, is I'm going to put those in a blender and I'm going to pulverize it basically. So as you can see, the onions, the tomatoes and the green chilli have gone in the jug. Now I'm just going to blend them. it's not blending straight away, this one has, you can always add a little bit of water just to help it go. What I'm going to do now, just before I put it on the pan to heat, is I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to blend that in and mix it all in together, and then it's ready to make the sauce. So I've put the sauce on to boil. I'm just stirring it and reducing it, getting it that tangy flavour. You need to get rid of that little bit of water that you might have added in the blender. So that's boiling, just keep stirring, reduce it down. If you want to, you can add maybe some of the shimla mirch in there. You can add the paneer in there as well if you want, or you can leave it and put the paneer in separate. That's entirely up to you. I'm not putting any of that in now. I'm just leaving the sauce as it is boiling. As you can see, this is starting to thicken up now, and it's boiling away, bubbling away. I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to leave it to simmer now, just to thicken up. Now, you can add thickening agents to it if you want, stuff like corn flour. But like I say, if you don't put any water in, it'll thicken up really, really fast. So this sauce is ready for your wrap. Right, okay, so now we're ready to construct the wrap. So I've taken a little bit of the sauce, I put it in a bowl for you, right, rather than from the pot. So what you do is just put it straight down the middle. You can spread it out a little bit. Okay. Then we start adding the other layers. So the red is your tomato sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of grated carrot in there, just to give it a bit of a crunch, because I like my stuff a little bit crunchy. So let's just spread it out. Next, I'm going to put some of the yellow pepper in, cut into thinnish strips. That's enough, I think. Then I'm going to put the lettuce, just a little bit of lettuce, so you've got a bit of green. And then just a little bit of your purple onions. Okay, so once you've done all that, then you add your cheese, or in my case, paneer. So that's there, it's crumbled up paneer, and I'm just sprinkling it on a nice healthy dose. You can have paneer chunks if you want in there. I'm just using crumbled paneer. So now all that's left is the wrap. So what you can do, I put quite a lot in there because I like mine stacked. Just give that a little fold there so it doesn't fall out the bottom. Grab it there. Oh, I think I might have put too much in, but no worries. Then fold that over and you have got your wrap ready. There it is, nice roll, ready for you to eat and enjoy. That is your veggie wrap. Brilliant for lunch boxes, brilliant to take to work. Kids will enjoy it as well. Hope you enjoy the meal. Keep an eye out on Seek to Inspire and the bakery, Cooking in Quarantine. See you next time.